Hello and welcome to my home. Welcome to our Monday evening conversation. My name is Annika. Thank you for being here. I am the founder here at Mummy Made This, a company I founded in early 2020 to inspire creative play in children and help parents enjoy family life that little bit more. I run a quick 10-minute conversation video session, I guess, every Monday evening now from 8 p.m. on Facebook and on my YouTube channel, Mummy Made This. And in these 10-minute conversations, I share with you any things I've come across in the week that have worked really well with my family that I think you might find useful. It might be insights or book reviews or activities I've done with the kids, or topics that you might have requested. Anything really that I have tried as a parent and have found helpful. The aim really is to give you a boost on a Monday evening, share something that you might find interesting or say useful for your upcoming week with your family. Every topic will be published on my blog every Wednesday evening, and all of the links, if there are any sort of downloads that I've created for around any topic, will be available in each of those blogs as well on a Monday evening. And on my website, mummymadethis.co.uk, you can sign up to receive those blogs as an email if you wish, or you can just go on the site and check out the blog section and see what topics you find interesting. Right up front, I want to acknowledge that I recognize that every family is different. And so some weeks these topics might be really helpful to you. And then other weeks you might think, oh, I've tried that before and it does work for me, or it doesn't work for me. And that's not for you. And I completely understand that. So I guess I'd encourage you to dip in and out. And some weeks will be just right for you and other weeks not. So dip in and out and come back again. And the following week might be just what you need again. As you may know, we have been doing a series on screen time, how much is too much in my family, what we did about it, and then I shared with you a list of different activities to do instead with the kids, because it's all well and good to decide that you don't want any screen time, but what on earth do you do with all that time with your kids, right? So, and this next series that I'm going to run over the coming weeks are a bit of a deep dive, if you like, into various activities that I've specifically tried with my kids and the trials and tribulations around that. So in the coming weeks, I want to do things like building a snow globe with my children, building a bird feeder, a bath bomb, and today's session is all about making your own Play-Doh and how we got on doing that and the lessons we learned, I guess. So we got hold of this really, really simple recipe for Play-Doh, which was brilliant because we had most things in the house and we could go straight away and go ahead doing it. The ingredients are, let me just read them out to you. So 2 cups of flour, half a cup of salt. I think that's to discourage the children from eating it. 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar, and that gives the whole substance like elasticity. Didn't know that. 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and then 1.5 cups of water. And there they were quite specific, 355 milliliters, but I guess that would depend how large your cup is. So the way I did it is I tried to keep the ratio the same, obviously. So I used the same cup for the flour, the salt, and then that 1.5 cups of water. Yes, it says the recipe did specify, though, heat this up until boiling and add the food coloring at this point into the water and then mix it into the dry mix. Then you knead it all for 2 to 3 minutes and you enjoy it. The kids loved playing with the Play-Doh mix. I did keep them in the kitchen because of the food coloring element of it. And to be fair, I got the recipe very slightly wrong. So I just used warm water from the tap. I didn't bother boiling it. And I also didn't put the food coloring in the water. I put the water in first, kneaded it, and then I thought, oh, well, let's make it colorful. And then we put the food coloring into the mix, which was fine initially. And the kids, as I said, loved playing with it. But after they'd finished playing with it, we put it in a Tupperware box, all well and good. And I have the evidence here. But then within a few hours, or certainly by the next day, the food coloring, as you can see here, all started to leak out of the Play-Doh. And I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but it looks pretty disgusting. So yeah. at some point I thought somebody had left me a completely different surprise in a Tupperware box. So I think, well, I know next time I make it, I would either get rid of the food coloring totally and not use it and just use the plain, because that worked perfectly. The consistency was lovely. It was really springy. The kids easily could roll it out. It wasn't too sticky on their fingers, and they made all sorts of shapes. They absolutely loved it, and they really didn't need the color. Or I guess I could have followed the recipe and put the food coloring in with the water. First boil the water and then put it in to the dry mix and see if that stops the food coloring from escaping quite so quickly. So those are my lessons learned for this week. Yeah, I hope you have more success making Play-Doh your way, or maybe you could even share with me any other recipes for Play-Doh that you have. Email me at annika@mummymadethis.co.uk or comment on my social channels. I'd love to hear whether you have a better, quicker, easier, more stable Play-Doh recipe. Yeah, join me next week for our session on how to make a snow globe. I'm really excited about that. My children love this idea of a snow globe, they turn them upside down endlessly. So to make our own is something very exciting for us in our household, certainly. So join us for that next week if you like. And don't forget, the blog will be available with all the steps that we took, the lessons we learned, some photos, and the recipe on Wednesday from 8 o'clock. That will be live. That's all for me tonight, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.